holding tight, can you see it? Streaming the truth live from where they decree it. Sylvia speaks, no filter, no buffer. Courtroom drama couldn't get any tougher.
When the gavel's first bang, to the witness stands tears. Sylvia's lens captures all your hopes and fears. Uploading justice one trial at a time. Tuning every moment, edges sublime.
Welcome to the Sylvia Show, oh yeah. She's got the inside scoop, don't you care? With every verdict, the suspense does grow. So hit subscribe, let's start the show. Welcome to the Sylvia Show, oh yeah. She's got the inside scoop, don't you care? With every verdict, the suspense does grow. So hit subscribe, let's start the show. Faces turn stories, the courtroom can't hide. Sylvia's insights cut through the divide. From jury talks to the lawyer's secret. In Sylvia's world, you know you'll need it. Behind the scenes where whispers are loud, her lens reveals the truth in the crowd. Courtroom secrets laid bare to see. Stay curious with Sylvia Spree. Every objection, every sharp retort, Sylvia's there to give you the report. Exclusive footage no one else can snag. From catchy headlines straight to the tag. Welcome to the Sylvia Show, oh yeah. She's got the inside scoop, don't you care? With every verdict, the suspense does grow. So hit subscribe, let's start the show. Welcome to the Sylvia Show, oh yeah. She's got the inside scoop, don't you care? With every verdict, the suspense does grow. So hit subscribe, let's start the show.
Hey guys, Kobe here over here singing the song to the he's singing a song to the intro. Kobe, if you don't stop that noise, boy. Hey everybody, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button as we go along. I'm not going to be with you guys too long at all. It's going to be about 30 minutes the top.
Kobe,
He's at the door.
come on.
Kobe, go upstairs. Your mommy wants you upstairs.
He just went outside.
Yeah, I saw him.
Let's go. Come on.
Go upstairs. Go upstairs. Go upstairs. Go upstairs. Go upstairs. Bye. Upstairs. He trying to stay down here, y'all, and make noise. All right, y'all. You guys ready? Hey, pretty Sandra. How you doing? Hi everybody that's coming in. I'm gonna be real short with you guys. I got a trivia question, y'all. I got a trivia question before I start. Who knows what Max Sharp wife does? Who knows what Max Sharp wife does? That's a trivia question for y'all. Okay. All right. The ones that said judge is correct. What type of judge? What type of judge? What type of judge? Yes, Mac, yes, Mac got it. Yay, Mac. She is a federal judge. Go ahead on, Mac. She got it. She is a federal judge in Fulton County, federal judge. She's a Fulton County federal judge. Yes, she is. Anybody know her name? Anybody know her name? Anybody know her name? Let me see if how smart you guys are. Do anybody know her name? Max, you're gonna win for one for one. Oh, you don't know her name? Okay, Max, I was giving you all the credit, Max. I was giving you all the credit. Her name is Victoria Colvert. That is her name, Victoria Colvert. Yeah. So I wanted to give you guys a trivia question. So those who don't know, now you know. Now you know. You know, I was over there in the federal court thing, and somebody said to me, "You know, that's Matt's wife, right?" I said, "Really? What?" I said, "For real?" They said, "Yep." So those who didn't know, his wife is a federal court judge. All right, y'all ready? You guys ready? That was a trivia for the day. Okay, y'all ready? Give me a thumbs up if you're ready. Those who have hit the like button, let me know. And you know, she's going to be over there on the second. Viverito is going to be there from the 2nd to the 4th over there at the federal judge. Yeah, she's going to be right over there. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready. Okay, y'all. We got to do some interacting here. Engagement. Okay. Thank you, FDR. Where you been, FDR? Some of you guys, I see you guys just dipping in here for a minute. Okay, I see y'all. Okay. All right, all those who are, a shout out to Kat, not William, and Nick for giving me a shout out and letting people know that, hey, Sylvia's going to give you the update for YSL2. The reason why I'm running my mouth, y'all, is because I'm waiting for folks to get in here, because you know how it is. You start saying something and then they're going to be asking you to repeat, you know, and I don't like to repeat. So I'm just trying to get them time to get in here. Okay, FDR. Okay. All right, let's go ahead on and start, okay, because I know time is of essence here. I don't plan on being on here too long. But thank you for those who have hit the thumbs up, telling me they're ready, and also those who have hit the like. I appreciate y'all. This is how we get into the algorithm of YouTube, okay? All right. Hi, everybody that's coming in. Let me go ahead and get started. So this morning, court was supposed to start at 9:30. But remember, when I was trying to get in, there was like a big backup. Remember, I told you I sat in that off the exit for about 15-20 minutes. Well, it seems as if everybody got caught by that it seemed like everybody got caught by that traffic jam. And so all the attorneys were late except one attorney, and that was Mr. Garlington's attorney. Now, y'all got to understand, Mr. Garlington is the only one that has a paid attorney. The others are court-appointed attorneys, okay? Mr. Garlington has two attorneys there, and his attorneys are paid. His attorney are paid, and they were there. She was there waiting for everybody to come on in. And guess who I saw in the elevator today, y'all? I'm sorry, I had to do a side note. Guess who I saw? Can somebody guess who I saw in the elevator? In the elevator. I was in the elevator. Yes, Love was in the elevator. Yes, she had on her green suit, her light green suit, and she was in the elevator. She says, "Hey," I said, "Hey, Miss Love, haven't seen you in a long time." She says, "Yeah." So I saw Love in the elevator. Yes, I did. I saw Love in the elevator. She greeted me and everything. All right, and guess who promised me an interview? Not her. She didn't promise me an interview, but someone from the ADA office, DA's office, promised me an interview. They told me after this case is over with, they will give me an interview. Because you guys, remember you said, ask, you never know, just ask, right? So I asked, and they said yes. They couldn't give it to me while the case is going on, but as soon as the case is over with, I will get that interview from one of the ADAs, okay? I won't tell y'all who it is until they give it to me, because I don't want any of you guys jinxing me, okay? Because you guys might jinx me, and I don't want nobody jinxing me on nothing. So I'm just know one of the ADAs is going to give me an interview once this case is over. Just remember that, okay? All right? It might be a while, but they're going to give me an interview. I did ask. And there was somebody in here who suggested for me to ask, and I did ask. And they said yes. They just can't do it right now, but they said yes. All right, let's go ahead and get started with what happened. Okay, guys know the attorney for Garlington was there. They were on time, and I'm gonna give you the names of the attorneys that is representing the individual, because Garlington has a new attorney. Mr. Motley is Garlington's attorney. Mr. Motley, Mondely, I think, Motley, right? And then Mr. Dart is Mr. McMullen's attorney. He's a new one that came on because of the situation that happened with the other attorney who had a conflict and he couldn't get on there. So, it's Mr. Dart, Mr. Motley, and Mr. Johnson was there today as attorneys, okay? And in the gallery today, we had Garlington's mother. Guys, remember? Garlington mother. And it looks like it might be his grandmother was out there as well as someone else was there. Nobody was there for Mr. Eppinger. And somebody else was there for Mr. McMullen. And that was it. That was it. Nobody else was in the courtroom, right? Mr. Eppinger had five correction officers there with him. Okay. When he got ready to come out, the 5 correction officers went into the back room to bring him out. He had 5, and they all sat behind him. 5 correction officers that came straight from where he was coming from. Okay. 5. Okay. So that is that. I wanted to give you guys a little breakdown of what was going on in the courtroom. Okay. Of course, Miss Percival was there. Of course, our court reporter, the one with the hair half side, she was there. And Ingram is not in the courtroom, you know that already. We have the young lady who is the deputy. Nobody that's the old people is there as deputies in the courtroom. Just somebody who I know, but that was not doing the YSL. He's there, and then this other young lady. They were the 2 deputies that are in the courtroom. Okay. Now, as far as the DA, it was Mr. Adam Abete, sorry. Mr. Adam Abete was there. Miss Simone Hilton was there today. Her hair was looking laid. She had it flowing. It was beautiful. And Mr. Christian Atkins was there. So he came down to help out because he has moved over to murder side, the murder, because, that he's just there to complete this YSL part. Okay. All right. Glenn Bills is still here. He's still in the courtroom. He's upstairs in his courtroom. All right. Now, I did tell you that the court reporter was late as well. Not just the 2 attorneys. The court reporter was late, and she was the one saying that she was stuck in the traffic and everything. Everybody was stuck in that traffic. So Mr. Johnson was the last attorney that came in. He is the one that once he got in, Judge Whitaker came downstairs and started the hearing. Okay. Now, one of the reasons why they really waited for him because it was his motion that they were discussing today. He put in a motion to basically have an evidence be thrown out, and that evidence was the videotape, right? A videotape of Eppinger talking about the act that happened in regarding to the witness that was robbed, right? So Mr. Johnson's argument was that even though he was did a video about some robbing somebody, it didn't say it was that particular situation because when they interviewed the victim, Mr. Smith, and they made no mention of wanting the item back, right? Supposedly they stole some jewelry, and he never mentioned anything about wanting the jewelry back. But in the video, Eppinger mentioned that if he wants his jewelry back, then he would have to pay me $500 plus. No, I think it's 500 or yeah, $500 plus 91 Percocets, 91 Percocet pills. That's what the video said in there, right? So Mr. Johnson's argument was basically that they can't say that it was that particular situation when he didn't talk about it, right? And when the victim did not say anything about not wanting his things back, he never mentioned it. In fact, the victim says that he doesn't want it. All he wanted was his car back, right? Because he supposedly stole the car as well. Now, when Hilton got up there, she mentioned how he did the video 4 days after the actual robbery occurred. So there was some similarities in that particular thing because some of the things they mentioned in the video, because he talked about he had the guy on the ground, and in the video, he actually said he had that N word on the ground, and that N word wanted that because he was laughing and joking and everything. We didn't see the video, but I was listening to it because the judge was watching the video because the judge asked to see the videos for her to make a decision, and she ended up denying Mr. Johnson's motion because she says that the likelihood of it being the same crime is there because it happened 4 days after, and also the mention of the certain circumstance of the guy being sitting on the ground and all that. So therefore, she denied Mr. Johnson's motion. Okay, so she denied his motion, and they were moving on to discuss certain things. One of the things they discussed in the hearing today was the jury questionnaire, right? The judge says she's almost completed with the jury questionnaire, and that they're working some things out of it. And in fact, she gave them a copy of the questionnaire. She asked them not to disseminate it to anybody because she know that there's jurors out there. She doesn't want the jurors to see the questions before them, so they're not going to be put in the on record. It's just going to be between the attorneys and the judge and whoever else that is supposed to be shown to. Okay. They now, as far as the trial is going to start June the 9th, right? But it's just basically jury coming in to start their jury questionnaires. So the jury questionnaire should be answered within 2 weeks. They're going to give them 2 weeks to answer questionnaires, right? It's going to be a group of 55 jurors each time. And they said, I think 14 groups, they said 14 groups of 55. And with those 55, she's given them 2 weeks to complete the questionnaires. And then after that, those individuals where they can pick out what they have, those that have some sort of hardship, they're going to pick them out right away. Oh, thank you, Steen. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. So the questionnaire is going to be given to the jurors, and okay, this is what's going to happen. Instead of them doing like Glanville did, where they were filling out the questionnaires while Glanville was talking and giving the spiel about the indictment, she's not going to read the indictment. The jurors are going to have tablets, not iPad, but tablets, and they're going to complete the questionnaires on the tablet. It's going to give them a certain amount of time to complete the questionnaires, and then once they complete it, it's going to go straight to the defense team. Once they hit the word complete on submit, it's going to go straight to the defense where they can see the answers and what the jurors answered to the question. So that's how they're going to pick out the jurors situation. Okay. The judge did say that, hold on. She said, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Okay, the jurors are going to come in from Monday through Friday, starting on June the 9th, right? There's going to be 55 jurors per day that's coming in to fill out those questionnaire. They're going to fill it out on the tablet, which I mentioned that, right? And the questionnaire, once they can't bypass it. They have to answer every question on there, right? And each time an answer question is going to push them forward to the next question. Now, what happened today, she said they could not print them off for the attorneys because, and she couldn't do it from the tablet itself because it will not let them bypass it unless they answer the question. Okay, unless they answer the question, that's the only way it'll go forward. So she couldn't, let them do it through that. But what the judge says she's going to do, she's going to take the time out once she complete the question 43. She is going to test it herself and see how long it takes her to complete the questionnaire. Then she can kind of gauge how long it's going to take the jurors to do so. Thank you, Tommy, for the super sticker. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Okay, so she also said that she's going to give them 2 hours to complete this, right? She's only giving them 2 weeks to get the jurors to finish the questionnaire. So it's going to be 2 weeks of questionnaires. And after they do the questionnaires, the attorney is going to review the questions, and then that's when they're going to start the voir dire of the jurors. Okay. So she anticipates trial starting sometime after the 4th of July, right? She anticipated, but depending on how long it takes them to complete the voir dire of those jurors. The ones that have hardship right away, they're going to get, move them along quickly. The ones, but then when they have certain questions, they're going to voir dire those individual, and then they're going to start the process of elimination. Now, Hilton did ask the judge if it's possible for them to start the opening statement around after the 27th of July. And the judge basically told her no, she's going to have to work it out with her other people because this is set for them to start when it starts. So she told her no, she has to work it out on her own. Okay. Then they said opening statement is likely to start after the 7th of July, right? as if they get through, right? So Hilton was telling her she's the president of the organization and that she's asking for the time off because she has to be there. There's a conference she's going to, and it's going to be the week of the 20th to the 27th. So she told her no. Then they went over once they finished looking at the questionnaire, the judge asked them if anybody have any objection to any of the questions. So Mr. Garlington's attorney did mention that there were certain questions that he would like removed. One of those questions was number 76 and 77 had to do with religious preferences, and he was trying to explain to her that he didn't feel that that those particular questions did not make a difference on who the jurors are. Thank you, Mr. Hip Hop Inquirer, for your super sticker. Appreciate it. So he says it doesn't really help anything, so therefore it shouldn't be on there. So the judge turned around and says, well, she's going to keep that one in there because since it doesn't make any difference, we'll just leave it in there. And then she asked the others, do anybody want it taken out? And Hilton got up there and says, yeah, she would like it to still stay. So the judge said, okay, it'll stay, but it really doesn't make a difference. Okay. Then he brought up question 95. Question 95 is a question about political affiliation, right? And so he was saying that someone should not be taken off for a jury because of political affiliation. So the judge asked if anybody have a problem with that, and she decided that they were going to take that one off. They're going to take the political affiliation off. Okay. The next one was question 129 when they're talking about the language on it, right? So the question had the word community on there, and so the attorney was saying that word was kind of vague and that it should be used, neighborhood should be put in place of community. So they all agreed that they were going to change that word to neighborhood. So that word is going to be changed. Then he went in and says question 130, which had to do with the word murder. He says that word is such a loaded word, it's very biased, so he would like it to be changed to something else, like died, the word died, instead of murder. So then she asked, Judge Whitaker asked the state, what did they think about the word murderer? So he, Adam Abate got up and he says, well, it is what it is, murder. But then, so then someone suggests the word kill. And so everybody agreed to the word kill instead of murder. So that word is going to be changed to kill. Okay. So those were the questions, the three items that they were going to change, which is the political affiliation, the neighborhood one, and the word murder. Those are the ones that the judge is changing in the questionnaire. But the first one, the religious affiliation, is not going to change at all. Okay. Then the judge says that, okay, I told you, she said she's going to take the survey herself and see how long it takes. And then she's going to gauge it based on that, whether or not she is going to give them the 2 hour or less. Now, Mr. Johnson did bring up the fact that no one is going to be there other than the deputies, right? So he was concerned about whether, like, if the jurors are filling out these questionnaires, will someone be sleeping or somebody's not paying attention or that kind of stuff. So Judge Whitaker says, well, basically, do you guys want to be here? So Abade says no, they rather not be there because it doesn't make sense for them to be there for 2 hours and 2 hours 14 times, just doing nothing. And so then one of the defense says, well, maybe we will rotate, and Abade did not want to do that either. Didn't want to rotate, none of that. He just don't want to be there. Okay, so they did come up where the deputies are going to be there and basically keep an eye on what the jurors do, and if the jury is going to do what they're supposed to do or not. So So now what's going to happen is on June 9th, when the jurors come in, it's going to be 55 jurors coming in. The 55 jurors are going to get their little tablet. There is going to be a script in the tablet of a video with Judge Whitaker giving them direction or whatever. And then they start taking the questionnaire. Once they complete the questionnaire and they hit the word submit, it's going to go straight on to all those who, like the attorneys and whoever's supposed to be reviewing those answers, because then they're gonna have who they want to strike, who needs to come in for the voir dire and things like that. So that's the way it's going to go. Okay. Now, that was basically it on that. They did have some little small chit chat of some housekeeping items and things like that, but it wasn't enough for me to write. So, the judge did ask if anybody wanted to meet up again before trial starts, right? Before juries are called in. And so she decided herself, she said, oh, I'm not going to see you guys for 2 months. So it's going to feel different not to see you guys. So let's have a meeting before then. So at first they were going to do the 29th of April, right? But then one of the attorneys says that they'll be on trial. He has a trial, which is Garlington attorney has a trial. So then she gave them May 6th. So May 6th at 9:30 is the next court date for them to come. So they're going straight to trial. Okay. Going straight to trial. And Eppinger did have his 5 correction officers there sitting in the back just in case he do something. And so they could go on the attack. But that is basically it. That's all that happened today. No one else was there. None of the news were interested in it. I mean, they called me to find out, hey, what happened, Sylvia? Anything happened? And I gave them the spiel what was happening, and that was it. So, anybody have any questions? Anybody have any questions? You didn't receive a notification? It's okay. Any questions, good people? Make sure you guys hit the like button and hit subscribe and all that, because I gotta say that stuff over and over. Why didn't you record this hearing? Because I didn't request if you are getting the red dress from me, you are going to have to go harder. My mama said, if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. So I'm going to follow my mama's rule and not say nothing at all. That's what I'm going to do. Not say nothing at all. My mama said, don't say nothing at all. Any questions? Anybody have any questions? You have an off-topic question. Okay, says, I thought Yak had court this week. No, he has court on the 9th of April. The 9th of April. 9th of April. Thank you, Tommy. Tommy says she challenged everyone to give $2 to Sylvia in the chat. Thank you. Thank you, honey. So the other Nard charged with Nuts murder. McMullen, right? That's who the Nard you're talking about. McMullen? Yeah, he is charged with yeah, he is. I think it's part of the indictment. I think we probably need to go ahead and read the indictment. Oh, I forgot to tell you. One of the questions that Garlington attorney asked, she wanted to know about her getting the transcript, right? And so she says, how do I go about getting a transcript? So she said you have to order it. That's what the judge told her, right? She asked, do I have to pay for it? And so Judge Whitaker asked her, "Are you a retained attorney?" She said yes. And so she's like, "Well, you have to pay for it since you're retained." Yeah. So then they worked out a way where they'd be able to get it since the other two attorney Johnson and Dart, they are appointed attorneys. So they're gonna get the transcript anyway. So they're gonna find a way for them to be able to get it for free. Can you believe that, y'all? Thank you, Steen, for accepting the challenge. Thank you, Steen. Okay, what happened to young boy that was in the car with Quay on the Samuel Drinks case? He was caught with a gun, right? Yes. Tomorrow I'll be in court with his hearing, I guess plea hearing. I think that's what he's gonna do. Plea hearing. So he'll be there. Thank you, Patricia, for taking the challenge. Yeah, Kim, that would be a lot of money, but they're gonna get it for free. They're gonna get it for free. They're gonna get it for free. You know what I was thinking? Was Garlington the one where little D was talking about? Was that Garlington, y'all? Thank you, Leo, Lady Leo, for the challenge, taking the challenge. Was that the one? Probation revocation, yes. That was the same one, right? So let me tell you what I was thinking about, Patricia, y'all. Thank you, Brandy, for taking the challenge. Look, let me tell you what I was thinking about, y'all. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. But let me tell you what I was thinking about. I was thinking about when Lil D was talking about Gaither marrying the mother. Do you guys remember that? So I was looking at her. I was like, is that the wife? I know I'm terrible, right? I'm terrible, right? Am I terrible? Oh, you said the okay. All right. Okay. I was trying to figure out, was that the one that he was married to? Was it the mother? Was it the mother or the aunt? I was just thinking about it, and I was like trying to figure out, was it the guys? Do you remember the story? Was it the mother that he was married to? That she was married to? Oh, it was the aunt. Okay, so that might have been the aunt I saw out there in the hallway too, because he had like 3 family members that was there. Okay. Everybody's saying the aunt. Thank you for clarifying. Okay, thank you. I think the aunt was there too. She was in the hallway. Thank you guys for taking the challenge. I appreciate you for the super chat. Thank you guys. Really. Any other question? Do y'all have any questions? Oh, I'm gonna give you the update. Nichols, there's still no court date for him for that charge. For the indictment he just recently received. Moontum, I looked in the system. There's still nothing updated on him yet. Miles Farley, he'll be in court tomorrow at 9 o'clock for the arraignment. Is it the arraignment, or it got to be arraignment, right? Thank you, Serena, for the super sticker or super chat, whatever that is. Super sticker, super chat. Most likely, Tommy, I'm going to get the list of the witnesses. They do have the witness list that's going to be testifying on, and it, I forgot to tell you. Okay. The judge asked the state how long they think is going to be for them, for their witnesses. The state said 3 months. 3 months, y'all. 3 months. 3 months. And then she asked the defense side, and the defense says, well, not many. So about a couple of days. So there's going to be really short. Thank you, Miss Ronnie, for your super sticker. They said 3 months. They said 5 months for the other one, right? But they're going to use a lot of stuff that they used on the previous one. And they probably use the same witnesses as well, y'all. So most likely, I don't think they're going to call Woody back. You know, I don't think they want to mess with Woody anymore. But I think they're going to call, because they have a couple of things hanging over the other guys' heads. They got, all of them probably going to have to, those that says on their plea thing that they're going to have to testify. They probably have to come back and testify. Especially with the gang stuff, the gang thing. They're probably going to ask DK to come back. They're probably going to ask, but that's going to be kind of awkward, right? Don't you think that? It's going to be kind of awkward. Oh, let me tell you, Ashley, Judge Whitaker did ask them, is there anything, any evidence that you guys have an objection to that you want to address other than this one that we're doing? Any videos, any anything? And they all said no. And she says, are you sure? They all said no. She asked them again a third time. She says, I really don't believe this, but are you sure there is nothing that you have an objection to that needs to be handled right now? She asked them again, and they said no. So we'll see what happened. She's going to blow a fuse. Yeah, Love is not part of it. Love is not part of the case at all. Because I told you I saw her in on the elevator. She's not part of it at all. Abate is there. Christian Atkins came back just to help them out, but he is on the murder side. He's focusing on murders now, and Hilton is still on this case. So it's really Hilton and Abate. The good thing about it that is that if their testimony isn't exactly what they testified to on the first trial, they can be impeached on it. Yep. Did the state turn anything over is the real question. Yeah, they turned everything over. Yep, they turned everything over. According to them, that's what they said. They turned everything over, and she was going over the stuff. Did who speak to me? They both speak to me. Hilton spoke to me. Abate talked to me. Christian Atkins talked to me, and Love talked to me. Love talked to me by the elevator. They all talked to me. Yes, she spoke to me. Love spoke to me. I said, where you been? She's like, hey, lady. I said, hey, haven't seen you in a long time. Where you been? And she sat around, basically. I don't know. My protein shake. Yeah, I'm telling you, I got some interviews lined up. You guys know Nicole. Nicole's going to be one of my first interviews. She's going to do it the second week of April. And of course, you guys know Mr. Steele is one of my interviews. I just have to get my time together, Mr. Steele, and one of the ADs, DA's office people going to interview. So I got 3 interviews lined up, 3 big ones. And these people don't interview others. And they said because the love they have for me, they are going to give me an interview. Mr. Steele just waiting on my what day I want. So did I hear love? Oh, no, I didn't hear about her leaving. Yes, Patricia, look at God. Look at God. Yep. Yep. I just got to figure out how to do this because, you know, when I get those interviews, folks are going to be trying to snatch them up and then do all kinds of stuff. I got to figure out how to do it. I got to figure out how to do it, you know, where I could get the biggest bang out of it. Get the biggest bang out of my interview. No, I have not watched the movie. I explained it to you earlier, Miss Lady Leo. I don't have time to watch movies. I'm trying to figure out the way to get my channel going, you know. My channel's been struggling, y'all, for real. It's been struggling since the YSL has been over with. It's been struggling. I'm trying to figure out what to do, how to do it, and you know. So that's what's been happening. But I'm still doing the work. I'm still boots on the ground at the courthouse. Copyright the video in your name. Ah, Trish, thank you for that. Thank you, Trish. Thank you. Because remember, Trish, when I was outside with Mr. Steele and Mr. Adam that day? My stuff was used everywhere and I was not getting the credit. Even like those pictures that I took during the trial, my stuff was used all over the place. And, you know, a couple of people gave me a shout out in recognition, but most of them, those big companies, you know, the big shot, I got on Vlad. I got on Vlad TV that time, boy. I got on them and they, gave it, and it kind of like they mad because I'm asking for my credit. I'm sitting up in there every day, and you not want to give me my credit? Come on now, right is right. But anyway, but guys, I did say I'm not gonna be on here too long. I just wanted to give you guys an update what happened in court. The next court date. Ask Steele how to protect. No one wants him coming after them. Tommy, you know what? Thank you, Tommy, on that one. I'm going to do that. I got to email him. I have it. He has a trial starting on April the 14th. No, May 14th. Same day as Dallas's birthday. He has a trial starting up. I will, Trish. I will put my watermark on it. Definitely. Cease and desist. Trish, let me tell you something. I'm telling you, the day is going to come. The day is going to come. Trust me, Trish. It's going to come. That day is going to come very soon. Yes. Day is going to come. All right, guys. You guys, is it enough? Should I go move on somewhere? There was something else I wanted to bring to you guys' attention. I think I got everything. I think I wrote everything down that I was supposed to give you guys. On all channels that post your work, once you copyright your name. Okay, Trish, I will definitely. Let me tell you what I'm not going to even open up my mouth what I was going to tell. If we can talk behind the scene, I'll tell you. Thanks for everything you do. Thank you, Ann. Hope you know how much you appreciate it. Tommy, thank you. Thank you. Some days I don't feel appreciated. Some days I don't feel appreciated, but you know what? Thank God for you guys who stay. Steen is telling me shut up, don't say nothing. Okay, Steen, I won't say nothing. All right. Also, you know what I want to bring up to you guys' attention? There are a lot of cases that the DA's office has not indicted, and the law in Georgia is they have to indict them within 90 days of the arrest. And there's a whole bunch of cases on the docket that only has pre-indictment, and they way beyond the 90 days of indictment. So, according to Georgia law, they're supposed to throw those cases out, and they're not. So, I believe a lot of those attorneys are not doing their job because they're supposed to submit a motion to dismiss on those cases. They're supposed to submit a motion to dismiss. I learned that yesterday. You know what? Let me go ahead and play. See, let me see if I can play it for you guys. This is from the Goodfellas yesterday. I'm gonna play it for y'all. I'm gonna play it for y'all. Hold on a second. Those who haven't seen this is from yesterday's court hearing. All right. All right, here we go. This is the Goodfellas. This is the gang, supposedly the one that unalived those teenagers. Well, this was the hearing from yesterday. Anybody who was not there, and this is from my work over there. This is the little baby ones. You can't hear? I can't hear? Y'all can't hear? Hold on a second. Hold on. I don't know why it's not playing for y'all. Y'all cannot hear it? Y'all can't hear it? Hold on. Let's see. Y'all couldn't hear it? What is up with that? Hold on. Let's see if I could do it on here. Hold on.
One of them is 25
Hear it now?
PI 001 501
Hold on. 25 PI.
001 501.
Okay.
Another one is 25 PI 000240.
Thank you, guys.
The other one's 500 500.
This is from yesterday with the
Could you
Goodfellas.
give me a third one?
So it's 25 PI 000240, 25 PI 001500, and 25 PI 000367.
367. Okay. All right, do we have all of our defendants, including Ms. Fagan's client? Okay, all right then. Good afternoon, everybody. We are going to go back on the record with cases 25 PI 001 501, 25 PI 000 25 PI 001 500, and 25 PI 000 Present in court today is attorney Brian Tevis with his client. Mr. Tevis, you represent Mr. Ollie Caldwell, correct? Yes, Judge. Okay. We also have present Ms. Shannon Guest. Ms. Guest, you are representing, oh, let me find you. Here you are. You have Mr. Hollis, is that correct? Yes, ma'am, that's correct. All right, thank you. And then do I have Mr. Thomas present? Mr. Thomas, your attorney, Ms. Fagan, is in trial in another county today. She was hoping to be able to make it out in time, but she did not. And I do not want to proceed because you have very good counsel and you have a right to be represented. So I do not want to proceed today because your rights would not be preserved. Your attorney would ask very specific questions of any witness that they cross-examined, and it would be just about you. Like, what do you have against my client? I am not going to deny you that right. When we all agreed last week that this would be a good reset date, I'm sure that Ms. Fagan thought she'd be able to make it, but she's not here. It is already 3:30, so I just wanted you to be present so at least you know what's happening. Somebody's communicating with you even though your lawyer is not present to do so, okay? All right, so just stay with us. Then I have Mr. Regis, who is representing Mr. Marcus Crawford, correct? All right, thank you, sir. And then I have Ms. Stewart and...
Yeah, I want to tell you about Mr. Regis. Man, that man is the bomb. He is one public defender that works hard. That man won a couple of murder cases, y'all. That man is a beast. He's a beast.
Wait, don't tell me. I know you. Okay, go ahead, tell me. Hoover, Mr. Hoover, that's right. How could I forget that? And they are present with their client, that is Mr. Mobley, correct? Yes. All right, everyone. Gentlemen, I know it is disappointing to you that we are not going to be able to continue the testimony today. It is disappointing to your family members, to the victims' family members, to the state and the witnesses.
Are we gonna get some?
But this is beyond my control at this point. Everybody agreed it would be a good date, and it just didn't work out that way. And I am not pointing fingers at anybody specific. When you have a lawyer as good as that, they need to be in more than one place at the same time, okay? So it's a good thing.
You see how they recognize Miss Fagan as a good lawyer? She's been on a winning streak, y'all. What's that? Crab cake? Oh, sorry, y'all. That's Miss Dallas.
But there is no way I'm going to deny you proper representation. So, counsel, what date is this set to go to grand jury?
Well, April 7th would be the 90th day for Mr. Richard Hollis and I believe
Okay.
Reginald Thomas.
So-
Now, did y'all hear this? Did you guys just hear that? Okay, these guys are in pre-indictment, right? She asked, what date do you plan on taking this to basically indictment? What date's supposed to go in indictment? So he says by April the 7th. So that's 90 days. They have to indict. So all those people, if you have loved ones in Fulton County that has not been indicted and they've been in jail for over 90 days, you need to ask them to ask their lawyer to file a motion to dismiss because they have gone beyond the time limit, okay? They have gone beyond the time limit, okay? Did you just hear that? Let me wind it a little bit. Hold on a second. Listen what the judge asked. Listen.
But this is beyond my control at this point. Everybody agreed it would be a good date, and it just didn't work out that way. And I am not pointing fingers at anybody specific. When you have a lawyer as good as that, they need to be in more than one place at the same time, okay? So it's a good thing, but there is no way I'm going to deny you proper representation. So, counsel, what date is this set to go to grand jury?
Well, April 7th would be the 90th day for Mr. Richard Hollis and I believe
Okay.
Reginald Thomas.
So let's
that would
all-
generally be the day, yes. Yeah.
Let's all talk about
That's when it goes to grand jury for indictment. Okay, they have 90 days. And if they have not brought it to the grand jury within the 90 days, if it gone beyond the 90 days, the attorney can put a motion to have it dismissed. I saw one attorney do it yesterday because it was not indicted. The person was in jail for 126 days. And his attorney went in and she put in for a motion to dismiss it, and it was dismissed. People don't even know that. People don't even know that. And you know how many people is being railroaded right now? But that little smart cookie, I'm talking about that. And she was what's the name? A public defender too. But she's zealous. You know how somebody's like new to it and they very zealous to try to get this stuff going. And she knew it. She knew her rights. She knew her rights for her defendant, and she got that thing thrown out in front of that judge right there. She got it thrown out. And then she had some more cases where they still had not indicted. The judge told them if the witness doesn't show up, please put in your motion for dismissal. And that's what she told her. I'm telling you, y'all.
Getting everybody back before then. What day is today? Wednesday? Fridays are pretty heavy. What does next, well, Mondays are pretty bad. What's next Tuesday's date? Oh, we have SB 440s on Tuesday. Okay, what is next Wednesday's date? April 2nd. Can we all do that? Mr. Tevis?
In the afternoon?
In the afternoon, yeah. But I'll tell you what, let's say 12. And really hope for the best, okay? This way, if you do have to wait, you can step out, get some lunch, have some coffee, whatever. Let's shoot for 12 o'clock, and I will impress upon Mr. Royals, who is my DDA in the morning, that the more they indict, the less I have to hear before you guys come back to
Your
court.
Honor, if I may.
Did you hear her say, the more you indict, the less she has to hear about it? That means she has been in on the bench hearing all these that are not even indicted yet. And she's throwing stuff out left and right. That judge not playing with them either. She's not playing with them. All right? She's not playing with them. Somebody's in there trying to do the right thing.
Marissa Viverito, the state's only witness that's left at this point,
That's okay.
is going to be, she tells me she's been subpoenaed to federal court on April 2nd through the 4th of next week. So Wednesday through Friday, I believe.
Okay. How many SB 440s do we have on Tuesday scheduled? Okay, we don't have any scheduled. You guys, let's, 32 on the morning calendar. What do we look like for the 1st, that Tuesday?
I'll be away while they're on.
Okay, so that won't work. What about Thursday the 3rd? I mean, I hate to keep pushing it because we're bumping up, but
State's witness is unavailable
till the 4th, through the 4th. So what day is the 31st? Monday? How bad is our calendar already? And how many calendars do we have? How many? 26. Okay, Monday the 31st. Does that work for you, Mr. Tevis?
I can do that. I don't know about Ms. Fagan's status, but I can do it.
Okay, Ms. Guest? Monday the 31st would work for you. Thank you. Mr. Regis?
I'll be here, Your Honor.
Thank you so much. Mr. Hoover, Ms. Stewart, does it work for both of you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Now, we don't know what Ms. Fagan's trial is looking like, but Mr. Tevis, if you would just reach out to her.
Well, Miss
tell her we're
Nicole
going to try to do
Fagan's
this
trial is
again,
gonna
and I
be
give
next
you all my
week,
word.
too. I
If she
talked
is
to her.
still not available, then we'll
She's
just
not gonna
proceed,
be
and I'll have
available.
to do his case all over again, okay? But we need to make this happen. This involves a lot of lives, as well as victims' family members and your family members, okay? So we will reset it for the 31st. Y'all come at 12:30 on the 31st, and we will hope for the best, okay? And we will continue our preliminary hearing at that time. And Mr. Sprinkle, that should make your witness available, correct?
texting her right now. She's
Okay.
generally pretty quick, but before she left, I did ask her, well, what's your availability
Right.
next week? And she said federal court. So as far as I know, Monday should be fine.
Okay, all right, so that's what we're gonna do, and, like I said, if we have a witness to cross-examine, even if Ms. Fagan is unable to join us, we will proceed in the absence, and we'll just have her client come back another day with the other Mr. Crawford. All right, are we all on board? Mr. Tevis? Yes, Judge. Ms. Guest? Yes, Judge. Mr. Regis? Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Hoover? Yes, Your Honor. And lastly, but not least, Ms. Stewart? Yes. All right, thank you, everybody. Thank you for being here. For the folks out there, I would have preferred that we are able to go ahead today, but it is just not. When you get this many folks involved at one time, it makes the logistics and scheduling very difficult. Thank you, everyone. You may be released. I'll see you all on Monday at 12:30.
All right, that was it. So Monday, the camera guy will be there for that. Camera guy, because I did ask him, he will be there for that. So we'll have footage. Hopefully they'll do a live stream. If something really happens, they'll do a live stream. But Miss Viverito did ask the camera guys, do not film her. So we will see. But anyway, I am about to go. Thank you, Priest Brooklyn. Yes, it should. We're going to believe God and say 100,000 views on my videos. We're going to believe God on that one. All right, I'm about to go get off this live. You guys, since you guys don't have any questions, anybody have any questions for me? Anybody have any questions for me before I get off? Any questions for me? And shout out to my my secrets person who sponsored the live, also who paid for, shout out to the ones that paid for the parking this morning. And my secret person got me my lunch. Thank you, secret person. I appreciate you. But in the meantime, I will see you guys later. Bye. God bless y'all. And don't forget to hit the like button, share, and put your notification on so more will come out of this. Okay? Love you guys. May the Lord watch between me and thee while we're absent one from another. Amen. Bye.
Thank you for watching the infamous Sylvia channel, where laughter and fun make up our panel. Together we build this digital spree. We appreciate you and our growing family. With mods by our side and chat flowing free in this online space. It's just you and me, we laugh until tears roll down like the rain. In this virtual world, you ease all my pains. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mods and chat, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. We cherish the moments, the highs and lows, from the latest gossip to stories untold. You're more than a viewer, you're part of the crew in this space of ours. It's all because of you. This digital world where emotion is shared, every post and reaction showing we care. The love is real in this virtual virtual domain. With every sign, enjoys what we'll gain. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mars in check, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. We're a family, not just a show. Every click and comment makes us grow. Mars in check, keeping the vibe so right. Together we shine like stars in the night. This digital world where emotion is shared. Every post and reaction showing we care. The love is real in this virtual domain. With every sign, enjoys what we'll gain. We're a family, not just a show. Every click